Action News, always taking action for you.
Guilty as charged. A jury has found Bob Bashara guilty on all 5 counts.
Yeah, the 56-year-old will most likely spend the rest of his life in prison for the murder of his wife, Jane.
Guilty of conspiracy to commit homicide, murder, first degree premeditated.
As to count 2, solicitation of a homicide murder.
Guilty of solicitation of a homicide murder.
As to count 3, homicide murder first degree premeditated.
There, Bob Bashara shaking his head as the verdict was read, convicting him of all counts in the death of his wife Jane. And it was more than just murder.
Yeah, 7 Action News investigator Jim Kirshner, he's live downtown now with the verdict.
Yeah, Malcolm, you heard part of that, but let's underscore these 5 counts because they're very important. Murder in the first degree, premeditated, solicitation of murder, conspiracy, obstruction of justice, and witness intimidation. A lot for the jury, a lot for Bob Bashara.
Mr. Bashara, of course, is disappointed and shocked, but the jury deliberated. We have to respect their decision.
The jury of 9 men, 3 women, ushered out of court, out a back door, in some county vans, driven away from the media. They've been through 2 months of this trial. Murder for hire with the handyman Joe Gentz, who confessed to strangling Jane Bashara under threat by Bob Bashara and getting paid to do it. He did not testify and in the end was not needed. The motive that emerged in the trial, Bob wanted a BDSM lifestyle with mistresses who testified wanted his wife out of the way.
When those witnesses came in here, some of them were very different. The lifestyle, I just kind of hate that so much of that played a factor in this trial, but the jury has spoken.
The murder happened in the garage of the Bashara home in Grosse Pointe Park, a small police department, the evidence shows, that started out in over their heads.
Prosecution, the jury, they did their job. It was a struggle, it was tedious, it was intricate, but they did a great job, and we can finally bring closure for Jane's death and the family in Grosse Pointe Park.
It's sad for the defense side when the jury speaks in a way that your client doesn't want to hear.
Now, you may remember this case goes back almost 3 full years. Jane Bashara was killed in January of 2012. Bob Bashara was on the national news as well as the local news. He played the media. He played his friends. He played his family. He played his own kids. Now, today, he's guilty. What's the reaction to all of that? Coming up next hour at 6. I'm live downtown, Jim Kirshner, 7 Action News.